Whatever happens as a consequence of telling the truth is the best thing that can happen. It doesn't really matter how it looks to you at the moment, or maybe even across the years. It's an article of faith in some sense. Do you believe that reality is better constituted as a consequence of truth or falsity? If you believe that reality is best constituted as a consequence of truth, then you have a responsibility to speak the truth, and you can't assess the consequences and say, well, that was a mistake, because part of the decision that reality is best constituted as a consequence of the truth is the decision that no matter what happens is the best if it's a consequence of telling the truth. Our culture is predicated on the idea that truth in speech is of divine significance. It's the fundamental presupposition of our culture. If you believe that, then you act it out and you take the consequences. You're going to take the consequences one way or another. You know, you want the truth on your side, or do you want to hide behind falsehoods?
What's one thing that you can say that'll trigger an entire generation?
There is an undeniable connection between sanity and sanctity, which infers that there is definitely a connection between sin and insanity. You have a look at 2 Thessalonians 2:11. For this reason God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie. And Romans 1:28. Furthermore, just as they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, so God gave them over to a depraved mind, so that they do what ought not be done. So the more you sin, the less it bothers you, and the more depraved you become. But Jesus has promised to help us if we repent, which means to turn away, to actually stop, and to pray for his help, and to pray for forgiveness, and to pray for strength. And even if it seems really difficult, it can be done.